Hello, friends. Greetings of the day. We know that all of us are going through a tough time. One of the major difficulties that everyone is facing is loss of job. Many people have lost their jobs and are applying for new jobs. I was compelled to make this video because I have been observing very common mistakes by several job applicants. The reason could be stress of applying for too many jobs at a time in a hasty manner, but those job applications will not be helpful. If at all you're putting efforts, better direct those efforts in the right direction. One widely observed mistake is that some applicants apply mindlessly to all the job vacancies, irrespective of the relevancy to their profile, and some do not even bother to write an appropriate email or the subject line. Sometimes they send a completely blank email with only attachment of their CV. Here I will share some quick tips on how you can make your job application more effective. Let us understand this with an example. If you have to choose one gift out of many at the first glance, you will definitely choose the one that is more attractively packaged. A similar rule applies here. The recruiter is screening so many CVs each day, and first criteria obviously is the subject line. So, for an effective job application, I will give some quick tips with examples. Tip number one: mention an appropriate subject line. Maintain three important things in the subject line: your designation, years of experience, and your location. Example: sales manager underscore 8 years, experience underscore Mumbai. Tip number two: maintain a short and crisp email body. Example: in the email body, you can briefly mention your current salary, reason for change, and one or two lines explaining how does the job vacancy match your experience and expertise. Tip number three: customize your CV and make it relevant to that particular vacancy. For example, if you carry an experience as HR and admin manager, but if you are applying for the role of a HR manager, it is important that you highlight your experience of HR in your CV with specific details about HR related experience. Tip number four: if you have your profile on a professional website like LinkedIn, definitely mention that on your CV. If you're a fresher and applying for your first job, then the next four tips are very important for you. Tip number one: mention the extracurricular activities of your school and college. Example: you were the representative of your class, you were a member of the event organizing committee of your college, etc. Tip number two: mention your hobbies. Example: reading stories, reciting poems, whatever could be your hobby. Tip number three: mention your skill sets. Example: creating PowerPoint presentations or good at Excel sheet. And why is it important for a fresher to mention hobbies and extracurricular activities? Because that is what helps a recruiter to judge your area of interest and strength suitable for a vacancy that they might have. Last important thing is don't forget to mention your correct email ID and contact number. I sincerely hope that these tips help you with an effective job application and an appropriate job. Thank you.